Yeah, they kept me in a basement for like, I would say at least 2 years. And then they tied me up, tortured me in every way possible, really.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm being dead serious.
So do you have like brothers?
Most people don't believe it. I danced for some years and I understood sex trafficking because I saw it by girls who were getting pimped out, and I did it for 4 years till my
Here
trauma.
in Atlanta?
Yeah. People look at me and they think I'm absolutely insane. Like, and it is really, really fucking hard because just because I deal with mental illness, people don't believe me. I should be on disability because I'm clearly not all the way there, but I just don't matter because I'm just another mentally ill person.
How does that make you feel?
So angry and sad and depressed because nobody believes me.
What's up, YouTube? So, guys, we got merch. Make sure you go to AtlantaStreetInterviews.com and grab one of the newest drops. The merch is popping, so make sure you go get it now. AtlantaStreetInterviews.com. If you love the channel, or if you just like the message, Homeless Lives Matter, we all have a story. Or I love Atlanta Street Interviews. Go right now. AtlantaStreetInterviews.com. Get one for your auntie, your mama, your sister, your cousin, your brother, your nephew, your frenemy. Get one for everybody. AtlantaStreetInterviews.com. Go comp the merch. Now back to the content. What's up, YouTube? Atlanta Street Interviews out here with another one. So we got a young lady with us today. How you doing today, miss?
Good, how about you?
I'm doing good. It's hot outside, all right? It's so hot. But besides that, everything is good. All right, so are you homeless?
Yeah.
Okay, how old are you?
I'm 27.
27, you had to think about it?
I had to think about it.
Okay, so 27. How long have you been homeless?
A little over a year.
A little over a year. What happened a little over a year ago that caused you to become homeless?
Honestly, I had like a nervous breakdown. I remembered who I was, which is not, that's why the age thing was kind of hard, is I've been 25 my whole life, most of my life, but I realized I was somebody else, and I'm 27. I remembered who I really was.
Huh. How does, now explain that, because I'm...
That's a long story.
Yeah. Go ahead. Like, I got time.
So basically, I realized I was sex trafficked at the age of 4. And my whole life, I thought I had a real family, and they weren't my real family. They were the people who abducted me. Yeah.
How did you find that out?
Memories.
Huh. Okay. And so, when did you realize this?
I mean, I've realized it before, but nobody ever really helped me. I just realized it from memories, and I took a year to kind of figure out that those things were true.
Okay, so you're saying about a year and change ago was when
I started to remember.
Okay, and so where were you living a year and change ago?
With the people who abducted me.
Okay.
I truly believed they were my family my whole life, but I did it to kind of like survive in a sense.
And so these people are like people that they would consider you family.
In a sense, yeah.
No, I mean, like, if I ask them, they say, oh, that's our daughter, that's our whoever.
Yeah.
Okay. Y'all have like the same last name and all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's not really who I am. That name is not me.
How did you come to find out that that wasn't your family or whatever? Or that you had been abducted or whatever? Like how did you...
I said, memories.
Okay, so this wasn't like a story that anybody told you, or no documents you found or anything like that?
No.
Okay. And so memories from, I guess you say 4?
4 and up. Like
4 and
a
up?
lot of it, yeah. Because when I first got abducted, it wasn't like I just had a new life. Like, they tortured me for some years until I forgot who I was. And then...
Tortured you in what way?
Molestation, brutalization.
They did all that to you?
Yeah, they kept me in a basement for like, I would say at least 2 years. And then they tied me up, tortured me in every way possible, really.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm being dead serious.
So do you have like brothers?
Most people don't believe it.
Do you have brothers and sisters?
Not when I was abducted when I was 4, but I do from the fake family that I had. Yeah, I have siblings.
Are they older or younger than you?
They're all older than me.
Okay, so were you like adopted or something, or?
No, most people, that's the first thing that like therapists and doctors ask me is if I was adopted or like, but no, I was not adopted. I was taken in a van and I was raped, and my best friend who couldn't speak because he was retarded was shot in front of me. And
what age did that happen?
I was like 4.
Okay.
I was around that age. Like I said, everything's blurry, but I know I was definitely abducted when I was a
What's
little
like, okay, so like your family, it's like for instance your mom, right? Do y'all look alike?
kid. No.
No?
No. My fake siblings, we look alike, yeah. But, I mean, it's not hard.
What's your
to
last
find
name?
My legal last name
Yeah.
or my real last name?
Your legal last name.
Ross.
Ross. Okay, so it's not, so, because you also have this olive colored skin or whatever. What, like, is your ethnic background or whatever?
My real ethnic background is Latino. The one that they gave me would be half black, half white.
Half black, half white? Huh. So, the people that abducted you, one of them was black? Like the husband or something, or the mom?
Yeah.
Okay, so the husband was black and the mom was white?
Yeah, but the thing is, the man who I thought my real father was, he was black as well, too.
Oh.
Yeah, but they said that he had died when I was a baby, but I started having memories of him past that time when he was dead. It's all so confusing.
Crossroads is right up here. So
it's the
yeah,
building with all the
with all the colorful stuff. So
yeah.
basically, because this is a one-way, you need to go down, make a left, and then make a left.
It's the one with all
And
the what is
Colorful artwork and
yeah,
stuff
the
like that.
artwork on it.
You watch me on YouTube? Thank you, I appreciate it. Big salute. She's gonna see you on YouTube. She's gonna hear herself on there.
I don't know what your YouTube channel is.
It's called Atlanta Street Interviews. Okay, because obviously, when people first hear that, I'm sure they think mental illness.
Oh, 100%. And I deal with mental illness too. So that's what the struggle is like. People look at me and they think I'm absolutely insane. Like, and it is really, really fucking hard because, just because I deal with mental illness, people don't believe me. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Ooh, what mental illness diagnosis do you actually have?
That's what I'm trying to figure out right now, because every therapist just wants to diagnose me with everything. I've been diagnosed with everything from schizophrenia to bipolar to ADHD to autism to depression to PTSD, which I know I clearly have a lot of, but none of it I don't know what I really have, because all I get is that I know I need meds and I know I need mental health help, but I only get that stigma of I am mentally ill, even though I am okay to hold myself together in a sense, but I just don't matter because I'm just another mentally ill person.
How does that make you feel?
So angry and sad and depressed because nobody believes me. Nobody ever believed me. I mean, everyone just thought I pushed it down so hard, and that man who me, which was my stepdad, he had got me pregnant, and I didn't even remember that till a few days ago.
He got you pregnant?
Yeah.
What age was this?
I was like 10. And everyone just thought because I was actually pregnant. Already pregnant, which the doctors never told me. They I had sex with a guy who was way too old for me, and then 3 days later I thought I was pregnant, and I went and took like a pregnancy test, and then I was so young and naive that I thought that I had gotten pregnant from that guy that I had sex with, and I suppressed the trauma of me getting and roofied over and over and over again by the man who I thought was my stepdad, and I was actually pregnant by him. And
What made you wait, so you had the baby at 10? That would have made the news.
No.
Where are you from?
I'm technically I've lived half my life in Washington to Georgia.
Washington, D.C. or Washington, like Seattle?
Seattle. Like, I'm from a smaller town called...
Out there on the West Coast?
Yeah. But
okay.
I've got sex trafficked from there to here. And that's part of why the story doesn't make any sense, is because I'm like, I was here, and here, and at this time, and this time, and this time, and they're all just looking at me like, this bitch is crazy.
Well, when you say sex traffic, do you mean like at some point you grew up and it was actual like sex trafficking, like different guys was having sex with you for money, stuff like that?
I mean, they got money all throughout me growing up, but I didn't understand that I was being sex trafficked until I danced for some years, and I understood sex trafficking because I saw it by girls who were getting pimped out, and I did it for 4 years till my
Here
trauma.
in Atlanta?
Yeah. And I couldn't understand until it hit me in this past year that the whole time I was a child getting sex trafficked the whole time.
So what?
All these people that were raping me, all these people that were calling me family, they were actually sex trafficking me, and I just suppressed it all and I didn't really understand, because I'm also not I should be on disability because I'm clearly not all the way there. But yeah, once I realized it, it's just like, and then that stigma of, oh, you were just a stripper, you know? So.
What clubs did you dance at here?
Oh God, quite a few of them, and I got made fun of at most of them.
What clubs?
I danced at Fanny's, what's it called? Allure for a couple months, Oasis, and then a bunch of different clubs for like a couple days or a week.
Okay. So earlier in the interview, you said that you'd been 25 all your life.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean by that?
Like the legal name and the age that I had, I was 25. But then when I started to remember my memories, I was 27.
Okay, so not that you was 25 your whole life, but you mean that your whole life you thought you was 2 years younger than what you actually are.
Yeah.
Huh.
And then I'm not so sure about everything, but I think they used to like do these really fucked up things to me, and I think that they told people that I was older than I was. I'm not 100% sure on that, but there's no way that I was a little kid and had a kid and they truly, you know what I mean? Like you said, it would have made the news if I was like a 10-year-old.
Right.
So I think that they lied and said I was older than I was.
So you did have a kid in your preteen years.
Yeah. By the man.
And that kid is still living.
I don't know where that kid is. Like I said,
But the kid got birthed by you out of your vagina. Do you have any other kids?
I do. I have a 5-year-old.
5-year-old. Who does the 5-year-old live with?
I know that she's still with the people because legally I can't get her back right now. And I want my baby.
And so the people, meaning your mom, sounds like stepdad.
He's not there. I don't know where he's at.
Okay,
He's
so
been out of
stepdad's not in the picture, but mom. So
not her, but they all live together. They used to keep me.
Who is they? Mom, and then who else?
The fake mom, the fake grandma, and the fake sister and her husband and their kids as well too. I used to live with them recently for the past about 3 years. It was supposed to be a family unit, right?
So I mean, if your mom were to happen to come across this video on YouTube, what do you think her thoughts and her reactions would be?
I don't give a what her thoughts and reactions would be. I say you can burn in hell, you fucking rapist, fucked up bitch. You made everyone fucking think that I was crazy my entire life, but you sat there every day and let these motherfuckers me. And then you liked to watch it too, and then would roofie me after.
Well,
so she can burn in hell.
I
don't care
like
what
lot.
she thinks.
I don't
give a fuck what anybody thinks anymore. I don't care. I do not care what anyone thinks. You can think I'm crazy
so let me ask
every
you this.
damn day.
Let me ask you this. Do you love your mom?
Do I love her?
Mm-hmm.
I did for a really long time because I thought she was my mom.
Do you think she loves you?
After everything she's done, I don't think you can love someone after doing all that.
Well, if I were to ask her, hey, do you love your daughter? What would she say?
Yeah.
Okay. So
she has this crappy image.
Is there any even remote possibility that a lot of this comes from somewhere inside you, that you're experiencing these things, but they're not necessarily things that happened in the physical realm?
No, they haven't.
Okay, so there's no, because things can happen to us, but just may not be in this physical realm that we're living. No,
it happened.
Okay, so this is like the real deal.
I spent the past year understanding that none of this was fake, and none of it was they weren't just dreams that I had my entire life. I had to understand that it was real and it was memories. And ever since I started accepting that they were real and not being gaslit by somebody who has a master's in psychology to manipulate me and make me
I was just about to ask, did you go to high school here?
I went to high school in Washington State.
In Washington, okay.
But I went to elementary and middle school out here.
Out here? Where?
I went to Norcross Elementary.
Oh, you was out there in Norcross. Okay. Shout out Norcross. All right. Okay.
Kids are mean as fuck.
Kids are definitely mean, okay? Especially back in the day, Okay. How long you been out here? Because I haven't seen you in this downtown Atlanta type area. How long you been down here?
In this area?
Yeah.
In the past couple months.
Okay. So I guess I just haven't seen you. So. Okay. So, we talked about the stuff you used to do as far as sex trafficking and stuff. Do you still do that? When you're in need of money or this or that or the third? So what do you do for income and things like that?
I work at Waffle House.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh wow, the one by the park?
Yeah.
Oh, I know someone that works there. You probably work with Silk.
Silk?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not too good with names.
She's kind of a little bit husky, dark skin with dreads, like little sister lock dreads. So not dreads,
Is
locks.
She a cook?
I don't know. I don't know if she's a cook or a server, honestly.
I'll have to ask the names. Like I said,
that's my homie though.
It takes me a minute for names.
Okay. So you're working at the Waffle House. Okay. All right. So and you're saying that inevitably, if and when your mom comes across this video, do you think she's gonna want to come out here and say, "Hey, come on back! What are you doing?"
Who knows what that crazy woman would think or try to do? She's insane, and I actually I don't know. I highly doubt it, because I fucking will ruin her fucking preppy, perfect girl image.
Right. So then, if people that know her see you on my channel, do you think that's going to ruin her image or have the potential to? And so she's going to be like, let me go out here and get her?
Who knows, honestly. I mean, I'm not a kid anymore. When I was a kid, they would just torture me and beat the shit out of me every time I ruined their image. So now she can't do that anymore. So who knows what she'll do. She might probably beat my daughter because she's in the same house as her. And I can't do anything about it right now.
Well, I was about to say, you were saying all this stuff happened to you when you was younger. Why,
Why now?
No, but do you think that your daughter may be under the same type of situations?
I don't think that they are in the sex trafficking part of it anymore, because it's really hard to believe, but
when you say sex trafficking, were they having you sleeping with just random strange guys? What part of it would you consider to be sex trafficking?
A lot of it was, so I have, like I said, not all the memories are there, but there was a lot of weird shit, is what I would say, with a lot of people we called family. I was the person, the one that they all like to rape.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know.
Do your sisters have similar stories? Does your sister have a similar story or anything like that?
I mean, no, they don't, because they like to touch me too, which I suppressed for a long time.
Your sister?
Yeah. Her name, Well, it doesn't matter their
Yeah,
names,
because I
but
mean, yeah, I was about to say because
she got put into foster care because she molested me when she was younger. But she did molest me like over and over again. But she was also freaking. I think that was more of a cover story for my stepdad raping me and me having a child and all that shit. So yeah, and then they would put me in rooms with these little boys so that when I was like real young, like so that we could have sex, and it's fucked up. It's really fucked up, and it's hard to believe. It was hard for me to believe. It took a year for me to understand that it was real.
yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be honest. You know, it is kind of unbelievable. You know, it's like,
Yeah, I know, and I had to accept the fact that my story is real to me. It's real in general, but
Right.
for other people who haven't gone through weird white people fucking cult country shit from like I feel like my story is like one of those things you see in like one of those weird
This is like
scary
a movie.
movies.
Yeah. This is totally a movie.
Yeah.
Like, and it's a movie that would almost be unbelievable. Is how just incredible the stuff is that you're saying. You know, in a bad way, of course. So, all right. Well, listen, Miss, we really appreciate you taking the time, answering all of our questions. If anybody out there wanted to reach out, help, or donate, do you have a way for them to do that? Do you have social media, Cash App, anything like that?
Yeah, I do have social media. I don't really use it.
Okay, what is it?
I have a Facebook. It's under my legal name,
What's your name?
Felicia Ross.
Bye, Felicia. I was just playing. Is it spelled the normal way, or is it spelled with the PH?
It's spelled Felicia and then
Ross.
space Ross, ROSS.
All right. Well, like I say, Miss, we really appreciate you. No Cash App or anything?
I do, but it's kind of like, one of those things where it's not working. So.
Okay. No worries. Well, like I say, we really appreciate you. Definitely wishing that but the best, okay? Make sure you have a good one, sweetie.
You too.
All right.